Hi children, good morning. Welcome to our next class. In last class you learned about the internal organs and the detailed explanation about digestive system you have completed, right? And in today's class, before knowing your lesson name, we'll do one small activity. Before that, some questions for you. You try to answer for these questions and write your answers in the notebook. That is, have you ever get a hurt? Yes, you might have. Generally, every time while playing or when you are burning crackers or somehow you may get some hurt. It's definitely you might have experienced this. And what did you do that time? If you get a hurt, write your responses in the notebook. An online class will discuss this. And the next question you write as, have you ever got a burn? Or have you seen someone who got burn? Who got a burn? Have you seen? What did they do? First thing, whenever they get a burn, immediately what they'll do? So, the first thing, when any person get a burn or get a hurt, some treatment will give immediately. Either the burn is severe or not, either the hurt is very big, the wound is very big or not, even though we'll do some first aid for that. Then what's the meaning of first aid? First aid means the treatment which we are giving before, as soon as the accident occurred, whatever the treatment we are giving before the doctor arrives, that's known as first aid. First help which we are giving to the victim. Victim means the person who got hurt or who got a burn, that person is called as victim. So the help which we are giving to the victim, the first help is known as first aid. So now you understood the meaning of first aid. You might have seen this first aid doing for a hurt, burn or in different situations. Sometimes when you get hurt while playing, your mom will put some tea powder on that, or turmeric powder, coffee powder. Sometimes you might have seen those all. And sometimes if swelling comes, they'll keep some ice cubes on the swollen part. This all you might have experienced. So those all comes under the first aid. The first help before the doctor arrives, what we are giving, that's known as a first aid. Suppose if a person got a burn, then what type of first aid to be given to him? To understand this, you can do the activity which is there in volume book S1. One activity is given to understand the first aid given to a burn. So this is your today's lesson. What type of first aid to be given to a burn? So in your block 11 S1, we are going to read today. So your lesson name is first aid for a burn. First aid for a burn. What type of first aid to be given to a burn? To understand this, you need to open your S1 and see the pictures which are given in your S1. Observe the pictures, what they are doing in that picture. Before attending the class, keep your volume books with you and see that. Understood what they are doing? I'll show you the picture, what picture they gave in S1. See, in the first picture, what they are doing? They kept cool water they are pouring on a burn. And in the second picture, they wrapped the burn in a plastic cover. Okay, so these are the two things immediately you should do when a burn occurs. How these things are helping to the victim? So first thing, as soon as a burn occurred, and the first thing you should do, wash the burnt area under cool water, under running water, cool running water, at least for 10 minutes. How much time you should keep under the running water? Running water means continuous flow should be. The water should flow continuously. Your tap water is running water. When you on the tap, continuously the water flow is there. So you should keep the burn area or a burn under the running water and wash that burn with cool water at least for 10 minutes. So this helps to reduce the pain, and also it helps to not to get a swelling or not to become a wound. The burn cannot be turned into like a wound. So wash that burn under the cool water for 10 minutes. Sometimes as a part of first aid, people will keep ice cubes on the burn, but that should not do, because that ice cube may deepen the burn, so that makes the burn more deepened. So never should not keep ice cubes. Do not keep ice cubes. And the third one is, you should cover this burn in a plastic cover. Tie the cover where the burn is there, that part cover with a plastic cover. This helps. This plastic cover will not stick to the burn area. It will not stick to the burn. And also helps, the plastic cover helps, it will not allow the germs to fall on a burn. It will not allow the dust to fall on the burn. And it gives protection from external things. They will not again cannot make a hurt on the burn. So like this, the burn you should cover with a plastic. Use plastic cover to cover the burn. So that helps to protect your skin, protect that burn from external injuries. And also not allow the dust and germs to fall on the burn. So understood, children? So these are the things you need to do when a burn occurs. When any person near your home, your younger one, or any persons, if they get a burn. How generally people get burn? As children of your age, what are the possibilities? Which areas they get a burn? Most frequently in the kitchen area. In kitchen, the hot water may fall on you. The hot oil sometimes may spill and fall on us. So this causes for burn. And the other areas like iron box and iron appliances, iron electrical appliances like iron box, water heater and electric cookers and where else, water heaters, rice cookers and iron boxes. These are the electric appliances. While using, by mistake, if you touch a little bit also, it may burn. Okay. So these are the areas generally burn occurs. And sometimes in car batteries also, that because of chemical is present in the car battery, so sometimes because of the car batteries also burn occurs. So immediately what you should do when you get a burn, what you people has to do? So immediately you should inform to elders. If any burn occurs, immediately what you should do? You must inform to the elders. If it is at home, inform to your parents. If it is at school, inform to your teachers. Okay. So first thing you should inform to the elders. Suppose if it is at home and your mom went outside for some work. You and your younger brother are inside the home and he got a burn. Then you should have an idea what first aid to be given to that burn. So you should not be panic. Being the elder brother or sister, you can give some relief to your younger one by following these steps. What you are supposed to do? Wash that burn under cool running water for 10 minutes and keep the burn in a plastic cover. And if you know these steps, you can help to your friends or youngers if any burn occurs by mistake. That's why these lessons are introduced for you. Okay. Now we will see what type of questions he is asking in the book in your worksheet. As a part of activity, you have already read about what type of treatment to be given to a burn. This you understood, right? And now the question you see, imagine your younger brother has got burned. Just now we discussed, your mom went outside, what type of treatment you will give, what type of first aid you will give. We already discussed, you can write these 3 points as first aid. Understood, children? And then ice cube can cool a burn. Why should we not put ice cube on a burn? I told you in the beginning of lesson, ice cube may deepen the burn. So you should not use the ice cube. Once you read this content book, S1 part, and also from content book read the lesson and you can write these answers by your own happily. And the last question we see, imagine your younger sister has got burnt by touching a hot electric iron. Your parents have just gone to the market. Who else can you call for help? Suppose electric iron your younger sister touched and she got a burnt. Then immediately whom you will call? Obviously your neighbors. Suppose if burn is very severe, then you must call to the ambulance and nearby hospital numbers, and you should know the ambulance number, that is 102 or 108. When you call these numbers, ambulance will come and we can take the person victim to the hospital. And nearby hospital numbers near to your house, the numbers also you should have and beforehand. If by mistake anything happens in our neighborhood and in our home, immediately we can contact to the hospitals. Understood, children? So complete this page and now you read this. Any type of treatment for the burn extra in any way can we help to the people who got burn. You can read clearly from the textbook and you can suggest some ways for the burn. Have you had a fracture anytime, children? Or else you might have seen the people suffering with a fracture, right? What's the meaning of a fracture? What's the meaning of a fracture? Fracture means bone gets break. Breaking of bone is known as a fracture. So breaking of a bone known as fracture. Then what type of first aid to be given when a fracture occurs? Okay, so to understand this, we'll do an activity. So we are going to read about S2 in block 11 S2. We'll read about the first aid for a fracture. What type of first aid to be given when a fracture occurs? That's what we are going to discuss in our today's class, children. You understood the meaning of a fracture. A bone gets break known as a fracture. So generally, when you will get the fractures, most of the time in the playground, when you are running back of a cricket ball, or when you are flying the kites at rooftops, you will look at only the kite and you won't see down, and while running like that, you may fall and get hurt, or else injured occurs, or fractures, or sometimes by riding a bicycle. So these areas generally will get fractures. So you should be careful when you are riding a bicycle or playing in playground. You should not push your friends while playing, even though how far you are careful also, but sometimes happens. So sometimes by mistake, if any fracture occurred, then what to do? What first aid to be given? So before understanding, what new words you will read in this lesson are twisted, T-W-I-S-T-E-D, twisted, and X-ray are these two new words you will read in this lesson. So the activity is, you open your S2 from page 16 in volume book, and then a paragraph is given about the first aid when a fracture occurs. So you read that paragraph and respond to my questions in your notebook. What are the questions I am asking? You write answers for that. That's your activity, children. And he had given some tips for you. He gave some tips. What type of first aid to be given to a fracture? So first thing, you should not make the patient panic. You give some encouragement for the patient and ask him to take the support with his own hand, or you can give your support. You can give the support by using your hand, or by using a cushion, or by clothes, using some clothes. Give some support to the fractured part. And try to stop unnecessary movements. Why to give the support? To stop the unnecessary movement. Why we should stop unnecessary movements? Why? Because if the fractured part moves frequently, then it takes long time for curing that fracture, and it may become enlargement. The fracture may become more, and pain he will get. So to reduce all those, the unnecessary movement should stop by giving a support with the other's hand, or by the same injured person can use his hand, or a cushion, or by clothing. Okay? And the next one is, immediately you must inform to the elders. Inform to your elders, the second one. And third one, take a medical help compulsory, because the injury may be of three types. Sometimes it will be only a twisting. Because of twisting also, the person will get more pain. If it is a fracture, he cannot bear the pain at all. And sometimes a small airline, a little crack will come. Even that also pains a lot. So by looking at the area, by looking at the person or the fractured area, we cannot decide that is it a twist or is it a hairline, or is it a fracture? We cannot decide. So what to do? How the doctors will identify? They'll do the X-ray and they will try to identify whether the person or parts are twisted, or he got a hairline, or he got a fractured, can be decided by doing an X-ray. And about first aid, when we see, first inform to the elders, then give the support, and then shift him for medical help. That is giving a call to 102 or 108 numbers and call the ambulance and take the injured person to the hospital as possible as early. And while moving, if the person is unable to move, then give some sling or splint you apply. Use sling or splint and make the patient to move. What's the meaning of a sling? You can see the picture of a sling in the workbook, and even in the textbook it is given. You can see in the textbook the picture of a sling. You tie a cloth and give an attachment to the neck, so he can keep the hand in this way only without moving. If it is a leg, give some support with some wooden sticks, like wooden planks can be used. So use a sling or splint and give the support and make the patient to move to the hospital, and better keep the nearby hospital phone numbers with you, and or else ambulance phone numbers better always to keep in hand, so that we can move the person, injured persons, immediately for medical help. So these are the first aid things we can do if a fracture occurred nearby your home. To your elders or to your youngers or your neighbors, when you know what to be done, you can give some sort of help for them. That's why these all the lessons are introduced for you. Now shall we see what are the questions he is asking in this worksheet? Yes, come to page 17. Page 16 you come, and as a part of activity you have already read these 4 points. So from these 4 points you can answer the 3 questions which are given in page 16. Now see the first question. What happens in a fracture? What happens? The bone get break. Breaks of a bone known as fracture. So can you write this by your own? You can use your content book, read, and then what you understood put on this paper. And the next one, what can happen if a fracture is not supported and unnecessary movement is not prevented? It pains a lot to the person. It pains a lot to the injured person, and it takes more time for curing. That's why unnecessary movement should stop. Understood? So write these answers by your own children. And the last one, the picture shows a boy using a splint. How does this splint help? So this is a splint he is using. The splint helps unnecessary movements. He can keep in same posture for long time by using a splint or sling. So this splint or sling are used to stop unnecessary movement. To stop unnecessary movements in the injured area. That's why we are using sling or splint. If unnecessary movements are more, what happens, you know? It takes long time for curing, and it also pains a lot to the injured person. So understood, children? In today's class, you learned what type of first aid to be given to a burn and a fracture. Okay. So how far you understood? I will come to know when you write page number 15 and 16 by your own words. by your own understanding. So your homework, today's homework children, complete page 15 and 16 in volume 2. Thank you.